Hello, friends. Welcome into New Orleans Saints Now. I am Tom Downey here with the recap, some rumors and news coming out of the Saints' dominant win against the Green Bay Packers. One of the top performances, if not the very top, across all of football as the Saints absolutely blow out the Green Bay Packers 38-31 in this contest. Jameis Winston, highly efficient. Steady, great touchdown numbers, low incompletions, very impressive there. Perhaps most impressive, though, was the entire Saints defense. Aaron Rodgers had nothing going for him. The ground game for Green Bay, non-existent. Davante Adams pretty much held in check. So we'll give some more analysis on some notable performances in this one. But first, I want you guys in the comment section to grade the Saints' overall Week 1 effort. Get your votes in for me. A, B, C, D, or F. How you feeling about how the Saints fared in this particular matchup overall? Get those votes in right now in the comments section. For me, this is pretty easily an A. I don't know how you can give anything lower than an A effort for what the Saints pulled off. They were, best case viewed as maybe a toss-up game against the Packers, given how good Green Bay was last year. New quarterback coming in for the Saints. Did not matter. The Saints outcoached, outplayed, out-effort, out-everything against Green Bay. There is no doubt this is an A performance by New Orleans. We got to mention Jameis Winston, right? The new starting quarterback. Yeah, Sean Payton still used Taysom Hill. This is perhaps the most un-Jameis Winston, based on his previous career, stat line in history. 14 of 20 for 148, 5 scores, no interceptions. Now, the Saints will probably need Winston to do more volume stuff beyond touchdowns, but no complaints out of Winston in the first start under Sean Payton. On the flip side, that Saints defense, Aaron Rodgers had nothing going for him. 15 of 28, 133 yards, 2 interceptions. I think even speaking objectively, if I had shown you those two stat lines for the quarterbacks, didn't tell you who, you'd probably lean with, oh yeah, that was Rodgers who was super efficient. It was flipped. Shout out the Saints defense. Shout out Winston in this one. I also want to mention Marcus Davenport. 2 tackles for loss and a sack in this one. I have been of the mindset that this is going to be the breakout year for Davenport. That is exactly what we had against the Packers in Week 1. He's not always going to have a sack and 2 tackles for loss. That's an unrealistic expectation. But that performance in Week 1, a very promising sign for the young edge rusher. There's also Alvin Kamara. Wasn't overly involved. Over 4 yards per carry, 20 yards, 82 yards in total on the ground, plus a receiving touchdown. Steady performance out of Kamara. I'll also shout out Tony Jones, I thought, played pretty well in this one. And hey, I have nothing but positive things to say about the Saints in this one. 38-3. A boat racing in the end for the New Orleans Saints. I was very impressed. I'm sure you guys were as well. So now what I want you guys to do is let me know, who was the MVP for the New Orleans Saints in Week 1? Team is cheating, but also kind of true. Maybe it's just the head coach, Sean Payton. He had his team ready and prepared to go in this one. So let me know in the comments who was your MVP in Week 1 for the Saints. Now, if you guys want more Saints videos every single day, hit that big red button and subscribe. We are almost to 1,000 subscribers. Maybe we'll get there during today's video. That'd be quite fun from that perspective. But if you haven't already, folks, please do me a favor. Hit that big red button and subscribe. That way you won't miss out on anything going on here at New Orleans Saints Now. Let's talk Marshon Lattimore. 2 big updates here. First up, the one that you all know about, the massive record-setting contract extension, 5 years, $97.6 million, with over $68 million guaranteed. That news comes just before the report from Pro Football Talk, and as we film this, it had just come out. We had to edit things on the fly here, that Marshon Lattimore now needs thumb surgery, and I don't know how much time he's going to miss. He is considered week to week, but he is going to undergo surgery and could miss some time for New Orleans. So on one hand, yay, extension. Bad news, the injury for Marshon Lattimore as well. So lots of chaos there when it comes to the New Orleans Saints. Lattimore gets paid, also is now being viewed as week to week with his injury. Now, let's focus on the contract here because that's what we were so focused in on. He is now the second highest paid cornerback on a per year basis. $20 million behind Jalen Ramsey. He just barely eked out Marlon Humphrey's $19.5 million, well above Trey White and Darius Slay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to contracts in the NFL, where the next guy always gets a ton of money as well. Guaranteed wise, now I will make note that the report was that Lattimore was the highest guaranteed at signing. I believe in using this figure. This is the total guarantees, what you're going to end up getting, because maybe like your second year salary wasn't fully guaranteed, but it's going to get there because the way the contract is structured. Doesn't matter either way. Lattimore does check in behind Marlon Humphrey and behind Jalen Ramsey, but knowing how the Saints operate, more of that will end up being guaranteed because they will restructure deals like a smart contending organization loves to do. So with the news now of the injury for Marshon Lattimore, are you still glad he got paid? My answer's still yes. He's too important to not get paid by the New Orleans Saints. But let me know what you guys are thinking here in the comments section. Are you glad Lattimore got the bag? Why for yes and for no? Do you think Lattimore gets some credit for how well the Saints defense played overall? Based on last year's stats, I don't have his coverage numbers yet for week 1, so I don't chart in game. I use Pro Football Reference. 53%, just under, a little high on the yards, touchdowns, but he broke up plenty of passes, 2 interceptions. Overall, a very good showing by the New Orleans Saints, or by Marshon Lattimore for his career. He is no doubt one of the top young corners in the NFL. So even acknowledging the unfortunate timing of his thumb injury and needing some surgery, it is still a good deal for the New Orleans Saints. I'm glad that they paid him. A big deal for the Saints to pay Marshon Lattimore. Now it's a matter of getting him healthy and back on the field contributing for a defense that's coming off one of the best week 1 performances I've seen out of New Orleans in a long time.